So this year we've been involved in the AIZ and the formation of our school improvement group. We've got a really supportive leadership team and lots of support from the project people, Linda and Leanne. We were lucky enough to both be released for the Peter Sullivan and Sue Gunningham PDs, all of the sessions. And we decided we'd conduct some PD with our staff fortnightly, and I'll explain that. Our meeting structure, on Monday nights we meet as unit teams. We have 3 units, the junior, the middle and the upper unit within the school. And Tuesday nights we have a 3-week rotation, which is PD and other meetings. So Tuesday nights the PD is fairly theoretical and quite heavy. So we deliberately made Monday nights quite a practical PD session. It was a good way to introduce all the Peter Sullivan things. This year we've also done some testing with the on-demand. We've introduced that, and we've introduced the scaffolding numeracy in the middle years testing for our 4, 5, 6 children. So we're hoping that with these 2 types of testing, they'll complement the NAPLAN and the PAT Maths data, because we get quite inconsistent results from our children. We were lucky enough to have a group of tertiary students come into our school and run a 3-week program. So they took the on-demand data and chose a couple of children from each grade and retested an area of weakness with those children, and they planned and implemented a very intensive program every day for 10 minutes with those children, and then tested them again at the end of the 3 weeks. So that was that intervention for those kids. And we're also lucky enough to have some extension work provided for the higher achieving kids in maths, and that's provided by some student teachers that come and work in our school. As an SIG, we developed a plan of implementation so that we could break that, what we wanted to get done, down into realistic chunks. So that's a sample of our plan. And the way that we introduced the staff to some of these ideas, we're very lucky because we're all very young and we're all very enthusiastic. Young in our thinking anyway. And we're all very enthusiastic, so there's not one staff member who does not want to change their teaching or try new things, and they're all really, really keen, so we're really lucky in that. So we decided we'd start off with introducing the principles, and we just asked every teacher if they would start their maths lesson every day by writing the focus up on the board. There's a lot of implications in that which they didn't realise until we asked them to do that. They then had to have a focus and be very aware of it. So it was a nice way of them sort of coming to realise that what they're teaching needed to be very explicit. We introduced the number fluency, and we actually provided the staff with the boards and the texters, and we sat and made the activity with them with the expectation at every meeting that they would first listen to what we had to say, secondly that they would go and plan something with their unit, implement it and come back in a fortnight's time and be happy to share that, which everyone is really happy to share. We're lucky with our staff.
We also found that people were actually looking forward to those sessions because they were a bit of fun. We did the activities, had some fun, and also they could just see where they could take them.
So we always included a brainstorm with the staff about how this could be applied in the preps, how it could be applied in the 3-4, and how it could be applied in the 5-6, trying to get that flexibility within the one task. We tried the Japanese style lesson, so we planned that lesson together at the meeting, and we've implemented that, and that seems to have been quite successful, to plan it together and then implement it and watch other people teaching. We've got small teams, so it's quite achievable in our school, and it was nice. The feedback we got from staff was it was really nice to go and see someone else teach the lesson just a little bit differently, and I got some new ideas, and that sort of sharing really took place, which was very good. Thank you.
Okay, so where to next? What we really want to do, we want to have a whole school approach, that consistent whole school approach using Peter Sullivan's principles, and also with a focus on the entry multi-exit tasks. So we need to continue our professional development, both the learning leaders as a team and for the rest of the staff. So that needs to continue, and part of that, the coaching across the school. We have gone in and looked at each other's lessons when we're doing the Japanese lesson plans, but we want to open it up a bit further and introduce the actual coaching to that. We want to continue to use the VELS overviews that we have developed. We found that they are working really well. That was part of the Michael Weimer PD, but we've developed those and we think that they are going well. And the final thing, we need to keep analysing this data to keep informing our planning and our teaching, and to see how successful this is and where we're going and what we still need to do.